Hey, you guys are back, and hopefully in the mood for one of my awkward videos. I'm trying not to be awkward, but it's going to be awkward. So, two things today with the AUG. I'm going to make up for a little mistake I made in the last video, just real quick. You guys are going to be here with the microphone, and I'm going to go that direction, and we're going to shoot past the microphone and you, and just hear what the bullets sound like. I've got 5 rounds of regular sonic ammunition, 150 grain, and then I've got 5 rounds of the UMC subsonics. We'll see what happens. Shouldn't take very long. Second thing, I hate buying this subsonic ammo. It's super expensive and it drives me nuts. The problem is this barrel from the manufacturer, their warranty won't let you shoot reloaded ammunition through it. So I'm going to avoid the warranty today. Don't do what I do. Just watch me do it and we'll see what happens. All right, guys. I really left the microphone right there this time. So you can probably hear me getting quieter and quieter. I'll fast forward the video and I'll meet you down there. All right. Now, do the subsonics. Fast forward. Hopefully that was interesting. Hopefully you can hear me. Can you hear me now? So, I know, Ryan, you're going to be commenting that I didn't hit the gong. I can't see the gong past here. I know you're not going to believe me, but let's turn you around here so you can see real quick, because I know you're going to comment. Oop, not that way. Boy, that's slow. I can't even see it on the camera. My gong. It's right over there. Sorry, Ryan. All right, guys. I'm going to try and give you a quick and hopefully coherent explanation of what I'm attempting to do. I don't like buying those. They're like twice as much money as the regular ammo, and there's less powder. I don't understand it. I bought some of these Sub-X, Hornady Sub-X rounds. These are 178 grain. They're a little bit lighter than what you would normally have for 300 Blackout. These Hornady Blacks, 208 grain. The Remington 300 ACs are 220 grain. The reason they use these heavy bullets is to make 300 Blackout cycle. It doesn't like cycling. It's just a common problem. But I think with this pistol link gas port, gas port, I think it's going to cycle them. Hopefully. We'll find out. So what I did, I started with the minimum powder charge for this weight of bullet, and I'm going down in increments of 0.2. So I have 2 at 11, 2 at 10.8, 2 at 10.6, and so on. So I'm just going to load them up, start shooting them, and we're going to listen and see if we can tell when they go subsonic, and also if they quit cycling at some point. It's going to be interesting. And hopefully it doesn't blow up. Either way, don't do this. It voids the warranty. You don't want to void the warranty on an $800 barrel. That's a terrible idea. But I'm a terrible person, so I'm doing it. All right, I'm picking stuff up. We're going to have momentarily have a rain delay because my hands are cold and I'm cold. All right. The rain kind of stopped. I'm warmed up. We're loaded. See what happens here. Hopefully all good things. That round missed my catcher for some reason. That's interesting. That didn't strip around. It sounds a lot spicier than the minimum. Well, my bag was open. That was dumb. Does not want to strip any rounds. That didn't work at all. My barrel worked flawlessly. It was ejecting the rounds perfectly, but it wasn't stripping these ones. Well, I'm gonna have to call that a total failure. They were all going way too fast. Even the last two. My guesstimates were way off, I suppose. Also, the feeding issue. I don't know if it didn't like that flat tip or what exactly. I'm not too sure. So, they were very accurate. I guess if I wanted to shoot a deer, where have you been all day? Awesome weather now. I don't need more ammo. All right, till next time. Love you guys. Sorry about that video. That was rough. All right, guys, so you probably noticed from that experiment we had a partial failure with my homemade rounds. The first issue, none of the rounds went subsonic like I intended. They all were going too fast. They were way too loud, and my highest charge here actually had slight signs of overpressure. So we were basically maxed out with that initial charge. Now that could be a couple of things. It could be my powder charge, and it could also be the way I loaded these bullets. And the second issue was stripping second rounds out of the magazine. So you can see here, this one was never chambered, or I never tried chambering it. You can see my cantilever here. That's the way I loaded the thing. And I loaded it that way because one, the cantilever, and two, my ogive was the same as the factory rounds, which I thought would be a good thing. But you can see on this one that was chambered, it got smashed in, and also you can see that mark there. That's from the edge of the barrel. That's from it actually hitting right here and not going in. Now, when I was loading rounds manually, every time, and I didn't really think about it at the time, but I would hold the gun in a downer position and rack it. So I believe gravity was just assisting it to drop in, and then when I was actually shooting the gun, I was getting that jam. And it jammed every single time, every round jammed. Now I loaded it that way the first time. The second time, I think I'm going to load these a lot longer. And I never really checked beforehand because this isn't a hunting rifle or a sniper rifle or anything like that. So I didn't check where my lands are, but I can actually load these pretty long. The lands don't actually start till that far. So I could load these guys quite a bit out. The experiment didn't work, but my barrel, which I did void the warranty on, survived just fine. If you watched my earlier videos, you saw my previous barrel that had the major leak issue right here. This one held up just fine, even with that overpressure round. I had no issues. So I still don't recommend voiding your warranty because that's just a terrible idea, but it didn't seem to mind at all. So we'll make some more bullets and we'll try again. All right, guys, quick update before the next video.
I don't know.
Okay.
Just mess it up. No, sorry.
You can't laugh at me. That makes it even worse.
Okay.
Logan.
What am I doing?
I don't know.
Why are you laughing?
Logan's laughing at me because I look dumb.
Oh, okay.
Well, at least if you laugh, it just gives me more practice. So
Yeah.
it'll just give me practice on what to say.
Yeah, that's good.
So it's not a big deal.
Yeah, I'll look at the green paper.
Look at what?
You can look at my face. It doesn't matter.